All right, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Oh, we have a sign language interpreter. What's your name?
Danny Bourgeon.
Danny Bourgeon. All right. So, one more time. Good afternoon. So, we always begin with a land acknowledgement. The Forest Preserves of Cook County acknowledges that we are on the lands of the councils of three fires: the Ojibwa, Ottawa, and Potawatomi, as well as the Miami, Ho-Chunk, Menominee, Sauk, Mishwaukee peoples. As a land management agency, we acknowledge that we've played a role in shaping the histories of local Native Americans by acquiring this land. We also recognize, share, and celebrate their immemorial ties to the land. We commit ourselves to developing deeper relationships that advocate for the progress, dignity, and humanity of the many diverse Native Americans who still live and practice their heritage and traditions on this land today. All right. I want to thank Danny, who's our sign language interpreter. Thank you, Danny. Thank you all for joining us to celebrate the Trailside Museum of Natural History's 90th anniversary. For 90 years now, Trailside has been an important part of the Forest Preserves of Cook County. It was the first of the Forest Preserve's 6 nature centers, and for decades it's helped educate visitors of all ages about the wonders of our local nature. And like all of our nature centers, it's been free to the public. Last year we welcomed tens of thousands of visitors here at Trailside, including students and scouts on field trips, and adults and families looking for nature education and nature observation opportunities. These visitors have enjoyed special events like an annual birdhouse building contest and a Halloween hoot and howl. They've discovered what's beneath the surface of Thatcher Glen Pond, which is pretty high these days, and they've listened to the sounds of nature while walking the trails here. The Forest Preserves cover 70,000 acres across Cook County. That's 11% of the land. So we have one of the oldest and largest forest preserves in the country. These are places where native plants and animals thrive and where we can all go out and experience nature close to home. Nature centers like Trailside are gateways to this natural world. If you want to learn more about native plants and trees, birds and insects and other animals you'll encounter in the preserves, you can check out the exhibits here at Trailside or ask one of our naturalists on site. Or you can stop by events and enjoy participating in them every week here at Trailside. In just the next month, the staff are running a garlic mustard removal workday. Sounds like fun. A wildflower sketching workshop, a family pond paddle, a prairie walk, and more. I want to take a moment to thank Director Susan Dombrow, who is retiring after 27 years in the Forest Preserves. Here, here. Where are you? Oh, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. And thanks to the entire Trailside team for their work year-round, and especially for today's event. Irene Fleeby, Rob Klemzinski, Wes Wallace, Renee Rodriguez, Grace Riley, Maria Vujic, and Paolo Spasilu. I hope I did that right. Anybody want to correct me? Okay. Thank you all. Without question, the Trailside Museum is an integral part not only of the Oak Park River Forest community, but the entire Cook County community. I hope you all continue to visit this nature center for many years to come. Everyone benefits from time out in nature, and everyone is welcome in the preserves. Please remember, these are your forest preserves. Thank you. I want to acknowledge, where's Diane? Viverito, who is representing Commissioner Pete Silvestri, who broke his arm and is recovering. But thank you very much, Diane, for joining us. And now I'd like to introduce Arnold Randall, the Superintendent of the Forest Preserve.
Thank you, Madam President. We really appreciate you coming out today. I know you've been here many, many times, but this is a special day, obviously celebrating the anniversary and Trailside Spring Festival. I hope everyone is having fun today. If you just arrived, we've got guided wildflower walks, dance performances, ice cream, tree climbing, for kids, not for adults, as Diane pointed out to me earlier, and craft tables to make a windsock and much more. So this is such a fun day, and all the different activities that happen here in the Forest Preserves. A lot of that happens here today. This is an amazing event, and I want to join the president in thanking the team here at Trailside, along with the Forest Preserve staff from SEP and the Resource Management departments for all the work that you're doing. A lot of them are right here, right now. That's awesome. I especially want to thank our partners who've helped us provide all these great activities, the Master Naturalists and Master Gardeners with the University of Illinois Extension, the Illinois Archaeological Survey, the Chicago Botanic Garden, the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, the West Cook Wild Ones, and the Seldums, which was the dance group. Today, Trailside Museum of Natural History is celebrating its 90th anniversary. That's really amazing. And I was telling the president we were here for the 80th too, so we've been here for a while, but it's great to be part of this. Its history goes back even further. Built this in 1876 as a mansion, it is one of the oldest buildings in River Forest. From the beginning, though, Trailside was also an educational facility. The building housed the River Forest Young Ladies Institute and a primary grade boarding school that was described as for lads under 13. In 1919, the Cook County Board of Commissioners acquired the property, and this was the first headquarters of the Forest Preserve District of Cook County. And as I found out from Cap Sauer, if you walked in earlier, this was his first office as well. And Cap Sauer, if you don't know, was the first General Superintendent of the Forest Preserves for about 35 years. So Trailside has been part of the Forest Preserves for more than a century. Our current general headquarters at the corner of Thatcher and Chicago Avenue in River Forest opened in May of 1932, and that's when this building was converted into the Trailside Museum of Natural History. Modeled after the Trailside Museum and Zoo in Bear Mountain State Park in New York, this facility was at the time at the forefront of the new way of educating the public about nature, with a focus on local habitats and among the public lands where you can see these native plants and animals in the wild. That's still the model for our 6 nature centers today. Over the years, Trailside has continued to evolve and to improve. The very first educational displays, collections, and animal mounts were created by the inaugural curator, Mary Cooper, with the assistance from the Field Museum and the Chicago Academy of Sciences. The local reptiles exhibit that still hangs in the museum today was painted before World War II by the second curator, Gordon Persall. The third curator, Virginia Moe, served here for 50 years, and during her tenure she brought a focus on wildlife rehabilitation at this site. And in the early 1990s, the building was extensively renovated, and we renewed its emphasis on educating the public about the natural habitats found in the forest preserves of Cook County. Since then, we've added native plant gardens, a loop trail for hikers, and a children's nature play area, which is right here. We've done landscaping at the pond for better access for the Greater Maywood Paddling Program, which is a wonderful program and an opportunity for people to learn how to paddle, and for camp and pond programs, and for fishing. We've also dramatically increased our public programming, going from an average to 3 or 4 programs per quarter back in 2004 to an average of more than 50 per quarter this year. The naturalist staff at Trailside Museum also visits hundreds of students in Cook County classrooms each year, with live native animals and plant artifacts to teach STEM-aligned educational programs free of charge. Hey there. Yeah. What? Oh, I gotta wrap it. I'll wrap it up soon. You're ready to go do some tree climbing again?
Tell you what.
I
think you should wrap it up.
I will wrap it up. There's some good stuff in here, though. The current director of Trailside, Sue Dombrow, oh, there she moved. Okay, has been instrumental in bringing nature play to the forest preserves. She's worked with the team here to enhance the space inside the museum and to bring a pollinator garden at Thatcher Woods. And she's built and nurtured community partnerships and created a space that residents nearby and beyond enjoy coming to visit and explore. Okay, I'm on my last page. Sue is retired, and recently retired. I just want to thank you, Sue, for your 27 years of service and really your visionary work on nature play and other things. So thank you, Sue.
Here, here. Here, here.
Like each of our nature centers, Trailside is a unique place. For 90 years, this has been the place to host busy celebrations like today, or for a quiet walk on the trails, or for kids to get excited about nature and tree climbing. So again, thanks to everyone here, and I hope you enjoy the event, and I hope you come back soon. Thank you.
Thank you.